Hi, friends. Happy Friday. I'm not normally here Friday, but I'm here today. Hi, everyone. I got my hair done on Wednesday, right? And y'all didn't see me. Here it is. It's like hard to see. Well, y'all can probably tell it's darker, but so what she ended up doing, I'm sorry, I'm putting my blanket on. It's cold. What she ended up doing was like a blue to a purple to like a pink. So y'all can't see that because it's down here, but so it's like a color transition hair thing, which like looks good. It's just like hard to like see, especially since it's so dark. Um, it's like I need the sunlight to shine light, excuse me, on it. Uh, but you know we are where we are, so here we are. um, I figured okay, y'all. I just got back from a date. Anyway, I thought that I would do a little Genshin since we have that challenge going on, and yeah, I got stuff to get done, you know? So let me start up the game and we'll do our opening affirmation card. I just got blinded for a second. Hi, everyone. Hope you are all doing well. I was at work today. I hung up some cute pictures at work, uh like work pictures, like of people from work throughout the year. I just like dove through all our 2023 photos and hung them up where people would see them in little collage, um, which is very exciting. All right, there we go. Okay, let's pull an opening affirmation card and then see what the heck I'm gonna get done in Genshin today. I need to do TCG stuff, and I don't like streaming that because it's pretty boring. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
My time with the Spina has taught me that
I like
carrying an
there's like
unreliable weapon
I want to
is
get through
worse
this
than
week.
not
I want to get
carrying one at all.
through 6 battles. I want to get 3 new characters, and then I want to do the 7 battles because I want to do the 4 daily or weeklies. So yeah, I don't know. That's a lot to do and like not what I want to stream. So maybe I'll just do that tomorrow at some point. I don't know.
Oh,
All right. Hi, Zig. Hi, Zig. How are you? All right, wait. Let me pull the. Well, I already pulled it, but here's the opening affirmation card. There's no pretty picture because it's a bonus card. Abundance. Congratulations. It seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone, so get your whipped cream ready unless you're lactose intolerant and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Abundance. All right. Yeah. Let me switch over so y'all don't have to stare at my face, and we can do what the heck we're trying to do today, which is I still haven't decided, but we're gonna do whatever it is. Actually, I think there's a new event I could probably dive into. Okay, I thought she wasn't gonna hit both. You know what? We're just gonna take this fight. Navia is very powerful, so we're just gonna take this fight, even though that wasn't really a good fight for her. All right. First things first, let me condense some resin, I guess. I don't know what I'm spending it on. Or maybe I should do my weekly boss fights. My head is all over the place. Hold on.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Okay. All right. I have 2. A crab brawler. Is today going to be a good Pokemon catching day or a bad one? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Do I want to condense this? I need to do my weekly boss fights still, but you know what? I'll probably do that tomorrow or Sunday. So you know what? We're condensing it. I don't know what domain I'm running, but it's all getting condensed. I meant to craft another. Also, I went on my date and I wore this dress and it's so cute. And then I was like leaving and I was like, oh, the straps on the dress, the sleeves are like falling down. I'm like, nope, did not mean for that to happen. I was like, I hope they didn't notice because I was a little embarrassed. I was like, okay, well, the dress is cute. I just did not intend for that to happen. Yeah. I don't know which of these I need. We're just picking one. Okay, we're 0 for 1 right now on catching Pokemon. Also, y'all, Layla's birthday. Did we already do Layla's birthday thing? I mean, not Layla, Dory. We did do Layla's, didn't we? Oh, wait. Actually, did we? Did I read this on stream? Yeah, I did. Okay. Dory's birthday. Oh, wait. That was yesterday. You know what? Never mind. We're going to move on. Today's Maddie's birthday. She's not here right now, but, you know. Okay. I think I need to craft food still for the battle pass today. Oh, this food's probably actually good for Navia. I make a lot of the same food over and over again. I feel like, because it's just like the easy to make food. I feel like I should expand out and make other things. I don't know. We're gonna do that. That's my 20 for the week. I think I saw I was running out of butter too, so maybe I should make more butter. We love butter. Okay. I said what I was gonna do and now I forgot. I don't remember. Let me just do my dailies first. How about that? Navia is super strong, y'all. And she's been kind of fun to play, which like is amazing because I am typically not the biggest Geo user because I like elemental reactions, which Geo can do crystallize, but I like a big explosive reactions, and like crystallize isn't really that, but Navia is quite an explosive character. Like, I'm just gonna take this fight on. Like, why not?
This one's got your name on it.
Like, fighting these Eidolons, not usually all that fun. But, you know, like, she's just really strong and just can take the fight on all alone like that. Like, no big deal. And I'll take it. I will take that. So these two Eidolons, I'm just gonna fight them like it's nothing. Well, it'll be a little bit tougher than maybe like my best built teams for fighting things like Eidolons, but you know? Navia's just been a great character, I feel like.
With rocks. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Ha. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! Ah. Watch out! Cha. Ha.
Oh my gosh.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Ha.
A little tired, huh?
Ow! Ah. Ha-ha. Cha. Hey there! Ah.
And Navi, oh, I finished her weapon, y'all. Look at her weapon I have now. I finished it.
Ha.
It is fully ascended now.
Hiya. Cha. Ha-ha.
It looks really good. Okay, 2 more dailies. Hi everyone. Part of me is like, maybe I should have just went to bed, but
A proper send-off.
the truth is, I would not just end up getting to bed. Like,
Ha-ha. Watch out.
I do need to get her the new set, because she's just running like almost random artifacts right now. Yay. Okay, let me turn in these dailies. And then what? I don't know. This is not where I turn in dailies. Don't mind me.
Add as. Thank you for
Let me use this to help remind me of what I need to do this week. Oh, I have to do all the weekly boss fights. I've done none of them. So there's that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do at least some of them tomorrow. My bad. I should have done them today and tomorrow because Sunday's best used on talent domain. I don't really have any more talent books for her. I need to up this actually, but I don't have any more talent books. Okay. Or wait, is today talent book day? I think it's Monday, Thursday. I don't think it's today. Where am I looking? Yeah, it's not today. Unfortunately. Also, I have a ton of the book that's in there right now. Whoever needs that. Oh, apparently not Risley, but I have a lot of these too, apparently. Oh, I can make even more of these. I'm just swimming in these talent books, huh? And these, look how many of these I have. 48! I don't know who uses these, but... Oh, don't worry, y'all. I can barely make one of these. Oh no, 4 of them. That's enough for her skills. So let's do that. I forgot. I need more of the gears. Oh, I need more of these for Navia. Not a whole heckin' lot of them. I need her to make an extra because I think I need 4. Oop. Not so good. I might need to go collect these today, actually. And I need to go get iron. I don't really know where to find iron because I've never had to farm it, but I think I'm just shy on that. No, that's so unfortunate. Okay. We're just gonna give some random levels. Actually, I'm gonna run out of Mora. I was like, I'm just gonna give random levels to Risley. Look at my Mora. I'm under a mil now. There I am, sitting at 678,000. Okay. Anyway, I feel like I just said 100,000, a million. I have so little more right now. Yikes. And I want to do her, well, talents is going to cost a lot of money, and artifacts is going to cost a lot of money. I, probably should have, oh, you know what? I wonder if I buy them in the shop. There's an easy 300,000. Not a whole heckin' lot, but there's that. Okay. With that, I'm about to have enough to do a boss fight, so I guess I'll do that. With today's condensed, I really need to get artifact pieces for her, so I might run this. Which is pretty simple to run with her and Nervalette.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or...
It's freaking cold in my apartment. I do this to myself because I don't know how to work my heat, and I also like to save money by not using my heat. But that does leave me, in this. Oh, you know what? Navia might actually be able to solo this. An Iggly buff! Navia might actually be able to solo this domain. But what she do as well as Nervalet? Okay, wait. Let me quick twist on this. Can Navia handle this alone? It took a minute two for the two. You know what? We're gonna back out and see how she does on her own. Because actually that domain is like built for her with all the crystallized she can do. And if she can run it alone, more power to her, you know? We'll give it a try. She has her weapon all buffed up. She's all ascended. The stuff she has equipped is but you know.
A proper send-off from the Xenolith. This one's got your name on it. Feeling lucky? Coming at ya.
Her health is kind of low.
Warfare,
I guess her shield doesn't last that long. I don't actually have her defense buff, so I guess maybe that makes sense, but
watch out. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
so actually I might not want to do this with her alone because she might die. Her shielding is, yeah, there it is. Her shielding is not where I would want it to be. So we're gonna run this with Nervalet. I actually got the Iggly buff. I almost said Jigglypuff. Iggly buff. Alright, Nervalet carry.
The pleasure is all mine.
Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like I can rely on Navia for her shielding. Even though she does a lot of crystallize, which is fine.
Hey there!
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
I just gotta recognize it for what it is, you know?
Bow your head.
Watch out!
Settle down.
Hi, Barney! What's up?
A proper send-off! Hey there! Coming out!
The tides beckon. Silence. Bow your head.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Hope you're well. Thanks. I'm doing great. It is a little late, so I'm a little tired, but otherwise, I'm doing great. I hope you're well too. Hi, Gravity. Hi, Gravity. How are you? Okay, I gotta dump some of this. Did I get any good new set? I have one thing locked. Not too hot. On these. Farming for Navia? Yeah, kind of. I want to run the new set on her. I would not give this to her, but I do want to see what this rolls. Ooh, this is not a bad HP sand. I don't know if anyone needs that, though. I don't know if I have anyone that needs this. Oh, okay. I'll hold on to it, but I would not put that sand on anyone at the moment. I don't think. I haven't gotten any good pieces yet. What's on this? No. I haven't really gotten any good pieces for Navia, unfortunately. But I'm out here trying. Did you finish your build, Barney? Like everything? Got a single good piece yet. Which the other set was useful. Oh, is it not good for healers? I need someone, and maybe someone already has, to do like math on if it's good for any healers. Because I'll give it to them, I just don't know.
Attack! That's the way. Hey there! Coming at ya!
Be sanctified. Settle down. Bow your head.
Navia is a really good character. And she's kind of fun. This might be good. I'll roll into that. 2-piece Geo, 2-piece attack for now. Yup. Yup. What did I end up running on her? 2-piece attack, 2-piece normal and charge attack damage up. What is this again? Oh. What did I just get? I just got a flower? What? Or is it a feather? What did I lock? Okay. Let's see. Wait, exceeded expectations? She's really good and a lot of fun to use? Yeah. I have been enjoying playing her. And she's very powerful. I did end up finishing her weapon. But like when I was running this, like this was really good on her still. And it did make her shields a lot better. But this just looks really nice. Which again, this didn't look bad with her outfit, but come on, look at that. And Gravity, you just woke up. Is it a good morning? Did you wake up on the right side of the bed?
Proper send-off! From the scene of umbrella warfare, I guess. Feel
My only problem with my Navia is look at her health. Like, her shields are busted real fast. Which, like, is fine. Like, it's not like you're running her necessarily to be the bomb diggity best shielder ever. But it'd be nice if they lasted a little longer. It's 9 p.m. So I did not. Sometimes you just have that good nap where you wake up and you're like, yeah, that was good. This might be good for someone. No, because you want that healing bonus, whoever you're running this on. Probably. Eh. Had I ever built so far? Not good. Not good. Because, like, literally all I did, well, I leveled her and then gave her a weapon. But all I did with her artifacts was just shove stuff on her that I have. I don't even know if they're good. Let's see. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is pretty good. This isn't a bad. This isn't a terrible piece. This, I could probably do better. And this, I wouldn't even run an HP Sans on her. Like, it's just what she has on her right now. Because it was like the only other piece of this set that I had built. So, like, she could use way tweaking. Hopefully I get 2 pieces of the new set soon that I like enough to put on her. Oh, let me look if I have a better, a better Geo set. Goblet. Not too bad. For random crap I threw on her, maybe. In general, probably not so much. Oh, I think I already looked at these the other day and I didn't really like them. This might be better than what I have, though, on her. Maybe I'll switch to that one. Or this. Oh, the only reason I didn't have this on her is because this one was already built. That's why. I might switch to this. Because even now, this almost gives you as much crit rate as this one. I'm just almost out of more. Oh my gosh. I have literally less than a mil. Oh, I said that earlier. Now that I think about it. Attack. Okay. I'm gonna put that on her because it is a little better. She's good even with placeholder artifacts. Yup. Her skill's just yep. Her skill is very powerful. Oh, I'm about to level it. I just need to go get one more of these. And unfortunately, I can't work on this until Sunday. But, oh, and I'm about to run out of these, actually. So when I up this, I can go do this fight twice, but I don't think my odds, or not twice, once, but I don't think my odds of getting this are really high.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
My bad.
Partner.
I am out here killing her. I sat in that domain for 4 minutes. I mean, foo. This might be good for someone that wants to run this. Negative. All right. I tried to have her solo that domain, and unfortunately she just, her shield breaks pretty freaking quick. And I mean, there's like a bunch of elemental reactions going on in there. Okay. That's my resin. Actually, I'm about to... Oh, this is done. Let me go run Storm Terror, I guess, as my first weekly boss fight, because I forgot to run them. Navia could probably handle this alone, but I don't have the patience to wait that long.
As per our contract. We're way behind schedule.
We both caught it. Yes. Maybe today is shaping up to be a good Pokemon day. I really need to rebuild my Ganyu sometime. Oh wait, I forgot I can do 2 boss fights right now. Because I haven't done any this week. Let me run the wolf boss real quick. Hold on.
It's so nice to de-stress.
All right. Take 2. Because I have a whole bunch of boss fights left to do this week. Oh right, there's the new event. Maybe I'll hop into that after this. I would do story quests, but with an hour left, if I can survive that long. I probably will not jump into story quests. I have not started the new event yet. But let me do this fight, and I guess I can jump into it. I for a second forgot about it, but... Oh, it's suggesting I do... Which story is this? Oh, Farina's story. Oh, whose story is sitting out? Why is this waiting? Oh, because I started Navia's, I can't actually finish this one. That's fine. Okay. Maybe today I do Farina's quest to not spoil the event, or not spoil it from the event. I don't know. I also need to do TCG, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow off stream because I think it's very boring to stream. Have you started the event, Barney? It's alright, the story's kind of nifty. Ooh. I miss the days where you could shoot him during that and he would stop.
There is no escape.
I need to see this event because I need to figure out why you said it's alright and then in the same breath say that the story's kind of nifty. So is it alright or is it nifty? Oh, I almost killed her. Oh, I did kill her. I don't think I've fought Andres in almost 3 years. Yeah, you know, I don't think there's really any reason to. I do. I'm compelled to fight all the weekly bosses for whatever reason, you know? Don't know why. I have hundreds of their drops in my bag. Literally here, almost 100 of that one. 103 of this one. I don't know why. I just do. You know? No reason to, really. Okay, wait. Okay. Let me try to knock out Farina's quest, I guess. We'll see how long it is, or if I just jump into the event. But it suggests doing this story quest before I do the event, so. Here we go. Seeing Farina's story. Which I literally... It's short? Farina's? Because that's a good thing. I always get stuck in really long story quests because I take forever. We'll run this freeze team, I guess. Doing the event without Farina's story would be a bit of a spoil. Oh, okay.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives... Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just,
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when
Dang.
you're denigrating their abode.
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni.
Not the
so
macaroni.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
I didn't know how to pronounce
sounds
that
like
word,
really
so I'm glad she
stressing
said
me
it for me. I've definitely heard it said, I just didn't know.
Questioning my cooking skills. The
Generic instead of
audacity.
crap.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days.
Dang, don't call her out.
Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be
Dang.
on your way. Shoot.
Dang.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
My help?
I'll cook for her. You'll cook for
Well,
Farina.
maybe you're forgetting
Dang.
that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture.
If anyone wants to
about
offer
your
to cook for
attitude
me,
just now.
I live at.
So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific? Ah, I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts.
Oh man.
A mere musical is well within my capabilities, but given the present circumstances...
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. Of course, that can't be undone now. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new role.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
That's
if
very
I make
fair.
an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess
Not
there's no
15,
convincing
1400 Timbuktu.
Is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare.
It's too late, Gravity. You've given away too much information. I already know you're in the Eastern time zone.
Nope.
That definitely tells me
She looked
exactly
into
where
the
you are.
woods. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Farina's story starting
Since
sad.
I'm just
Sad
an
girl
ordinary
hours.
person now. They'll probably just laugh
Central.
in my face if I go asking them for help.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. You did say 9, not 10. It is 10 here. In Texas, all right. Wait, don't worry. Definitely easy to find someone in Texas. Super easy.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for. Ooh, no way. I'm dying from
It's so
embarrassment
big.
just thinking about it.
You know, I can
Nope,
hold up a piece of
not
paper
happening.
and point at Texas. Like, it can't be that big.
Is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Texas is
Have
tiny
I
and
not
sparsely
made myself
populated.
clear? You're
See,
barking
exactly.
up the wrong tree. I don't want this job.
Super easy.
Nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now.
Toodaloo to you too. I'm.
That is fair. She's allowed to have that boundary. Houston. So good luck.
too
Traffic
bad,
will
but we
kill
have
you
to
before you
respect
find me.
Serena's
Oh
decision.
no. We got any more info?
Performing brings up so
Man,
many
we're
painful
narrowing this
memories
down a
now.
lot.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
Hatena. Ooh.
That's besides
Cereal.
the point.
Ooh.
I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Wouldn't mind a stalker if they brought me.
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the
Wait,
Adventurers
this is
Guild.
supposed to be the other
She
way
believes
around.
that she's
I'm
healthy
supposed to
enough
get food.
perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding.
Mom had a stalker when she,
How did
what?
your conversation
When you were
with Farina
14?
go?
Sadly, it's a no from her.
Your
We tried
dad
to
beat
persuade
him
her,
up.
but she wasn't having it.
Ain't
She
no
doesn't want to play
way.
the role for personal reasons.
That
I
would
see.
freak me out.
Well, circumstances have changed a little.
Yikes.
So maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Did you see it, Gravity?
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so...
Only joking. Calm down. So, despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking...
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this. Is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares... So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it?
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I share
Remember Dad
everyone's
going to
desire
jail for a
commemorate all our
night?
years as
Ain't
a
no
troupe
way.
with a proper farewell show.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home.
You're right. I'm sorry.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Ain't no way she was snooping.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. Hello, one...
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position, and all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
I felt very
Farina's so
sheepish,
pretty.
having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then,
So,
to
oh,
make matters
Catherine.
worse, you caught me.
Catherine is everywhere.
In any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack.
You're so pretty.
I mean, how could we be
Gravity?
worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, what if the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe.
We all want to believe that, but everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic
Ooh.
director of our troupe. And tragically,
Yeah, she was.
she was a victim in this serial disappearance.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Berg is my type. I want
But
to see
still,
her eat child
no
again.
sentence
Ain't no
can bring our
way.
director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Lady.
Ain't
Miss
no way.
Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on
Hope
stage,
Stark is playable.
and
She
mentored
definitely
each and
looks
every
like
one of
she'll
us.
be playable, right?
People loved our performances back then.
Um,
We seemed to be going
I feel
from
like the
strength
only
to strength.
exception to like
Things
a
were really
seemingly
looking up
playable
for
character
us.
that we've seen so
And
far
then disaster
has
struck.
been
Yeah. After that, the entire
what's her
troupe
name?
fell into disarray. None of
Uh,
us know anything about script writing.
oh my gosh, why
let
can't I
alone
remember
how
her
to
name?
handle the business side of things.
Senora.
We've been doing the best we
Yeah,
can.
there we go,
But despite
Senora.
our
But to be
efforts,
fair, she
things are
died.
slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing.
She died.
But ultimately, we'd rather end
Unlike all
things
the
now
rest
on
of our
own
characters.
terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted
Although
artist
if they
from humble
do anything like
beginnings
they do
who
with
achieved so
Honkai
much
Star
and
Rail,
no doubt had much more to give.
even dead
And then
characters
her
can
life
be
was so
playable.
cruelly taken.
So I guess
I
we'll see.
suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly.
But I feel like
We all
Skirk will
miss her
definitely
terribly.
be playable. Like
Well, good thing I followed the traveler
it might not
here.
be until
After
like
hearing this tragic tale,
um
I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Shneznaya comes out.
Farina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance
Skirk
from the
didn't seem
vantage
like a
point
character
of
who
a
he was
highly
planning to kill
experienced
off.
audience member.
Yeah.
But only if you
Agree.
feel this is something that would help, of course.
Although again, like
Oh,
Honkai Star
most
Rail
definitely. We'll take any
has
guidance that
had
you
at
can give.
least one character die
unfortunately
that
don't have
from
any
when
budget
I was
for a
playing it.
consultant, though.
I've stopped playing.
Will that be a problem?
And it was a bit of a
I
surprise,
don't need any
I thought.
compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is
But
that you
I
tell me
think I
some
agree
more
with
about the
that
life
anyway.
and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation.
The name's not Swine, it's
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventure.
Since
to
it's
listen
you,
to a
I'll
story.
do it. Hi, Daylon. Hi, Daylon. What's up?
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size.
Please excuse the size. What am I wearing today? It's like a sundress. It's very cute. Look fancy? I did go on a date today, but it's not that fancy. It's just a sundress. Where am I going? The wrong way. A date. I did. I went on a date today. It was good too. He was really nice. With who? With It's someone I met from a dating app.
Huh? Lady Farina?
What's
And we're
Lady
already planning
Farina
our
doing
next
here?
date. We're gonna go watch
Hello all.
a
Allow me
movie.
to explain. As of today, Lady Miss Farina will be supporting our production
The Little
of
Oceanid.
The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible.
Cheating
They
on you?
kindly
No,
reached
what
out
do
to
you
Miss
mean?
Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction. You bet. That was the trial of
Ooh,
the
it's
century.
cold in here.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah,
Oceanid?
that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show,
What do you
we can all take some
mean?
solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human, and sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world
Dun, dun, dun.
came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
Ooh.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden
World is
disappearance?
crashing too. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's
There's
passed,
a typo
and
here.
we still haven't heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist.
Villemont.
He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Yikes.
He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us,
What opportunity?
maybe you're unaware.
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that
Poisson.
staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago.
Oof.
But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson?
Uh-oh.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be
We did
indispensable
literally
if
shake
we
her
are
up
to
in
restore his
Poisson.
faith in the show. So allons-y. To Poisson!
Allons-y. Tout poisson. Les poissons, les poissons. Hee hee hee, ho ho ho. I think poisson means fish. In French. A bigot. To be very clear, I don't know any French. Oh wait, I think I know I love you, which is je t'aime, je t'aime. The only French I know. Croissant, croissant. Lingerie. I only say that one because I laugh about how it's spelled. Lingerie. Croissant. Wait, can I catch this dog? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, there's a chest somewhere here that I never got. Oh, it's probably in the water because it pointed down here. But where was it pointing? Psych? It's pointing up this way now? Oh, there it is.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Thank you. Thank you. So very kind. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I got distracted by the chest. It's actually a good Pokemon catching day for me. This is a miracle. I'm blessed. I probably just jinxed it, but you know. Okay, it pointed up this way. Do I have to go up here? Oh. But yeah, I think the
Let the
song
record show that I verbally
is
consent
fish
to relinquishing these items into your
because
possession.
my high school had French and Spanish classes, and I took Spanish. But on April Fool's Day, the French class students would take pictures of fish that said like les poissons on them and stick them to the backs of people. I guess that is like some sort of like maybe April Fool's Day. It was like something like April Fool's Day in French is the same word as fish or something. There's another chest up here. I can't really remember it that well, but I just remember them doing that. Les poissons. Where was it pointing? There's literally nowhere higher I can go, huh? Okay, well it's above poisson, so it'll have to be another day. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll put a little marker and say chest or something. So hopefully I don't forget.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
I wish high school would have offered French. Only had Spanish
It's
and
me.
German.
Is the
Okay, but
script
German's
ready?
not a common one.
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that. For
Which
now.
one did you take,
Just go on
Barney?
out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on
Took
it.
German because the teacher was cute. Barney
Someone told me they'd
ain't
just
no
seen the
way.
croissant. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity.
Oh my
but
gosh.
Sure enough, here you are. And Farina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here,
Ooh.
you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm
Yikes.
sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These
Aw.
things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest
I'm trying
with.
to think
So maybe she's
if
right.
there were ever any
You're
teachers
the
that I was like,
closest
this
thing to friends
teacher
that I
is
have.
cute. And like off the top of my head, negative.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before,
Sad.
I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes.
Teachers in
I
high
guess
school are
I
all
wasn't
super
quite
old and
ready for
grumpy.
this after all.
Except for the German
I'm
teacher.
surprised you're making yourself
She's just out of
comfortable with
college
this.
and hadn't had her spirit broken yet. Ain't no way.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look, there seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
I think not a teacher, but when I was in 8th grade, I did soccer for my school. And we had a male coach who's young. He might have been fresh out of college or still in college. I can't remember, but he was young. But we're talking about 8th grade me, so that's like what, 13 years old? So all of us girls are like 13, 14 years old. But he was really cute, right? Because we're staying a college, so he would have had like what, 8 years on us maybe, or something like that. But I mean, like, if you think about it, when you're a young girl and you're watching movies with guys that play people your age, like, they're usually older. So anyway, he was like really nice, like a great coach. Like, I got so much better at soccer that year. And incredibly cute. Like, what can I say? I think he was trying to become the coach for our high school because I think it was opening up and he wanted that position. But I heard they didn't give it to him because he was a young man, like, and they didn't want any risk there of, like, you know, anything there. So he didn't get hired. Don't know if that's all true, but that is what I had heard. And I mean, he in fact wasn't the girls' soccer coach of high school after that. So yeah.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Kind of get it.
Well,
Yeah, I guess, like,
appreciate your company,
back in the day
so
and
please don't
and now
disappear just
probably the
yet.
same thing. Like, I
don't know
kind of get
whether
it,
you can
but
tell, but the years of suffering
it's
and
tough. It's like
loneliness aren't the only reason I
where
have
he
a
was,
hard
he couldn't
time
help
facing up
who he
to who I
was and
used to
stuff, and
be.
like what
As I stand here by the ship,
he knew how to,
I
like, you
can't
know,
get
like,
the images of the rising water
I
out
don't
of
know.
my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant.
see both sides.
They thought
Yeah.
their God would
At the end of the day, I think
They had
people are
absolute
wrong for
faith
being
that
like
when
judgmental
disaster
to the
struck,
point of
a
allowing that to
divine
happen.
power would
Like,
save them from
because at the end of the
harm.
day, if he was
And
never gonna
all the
do
while,
anything, like,
I
that's who
played
his
my
character
part to
is.
perfection to convince
You know,
them
but
what was true.
yeah.
But then the floodwaters finally came, and the hydro.
Although
Earth
I'm
gone
pretty sure there's
did
probably
nothing.
situations like that that actually
You shouldn't look at it
happened,
like
like,
that.
like
You're only
where
doing your
someone young like
duty.
that got hired for this role, and they got in trouble because of the behavior of, like, young girl, like, or flip side, guys and women. But you know, like, the trouble would be if he had done something with a young woman, right? Like an underage girl, right? And of course that does happen. And then that's what people don't want to happen, right? But I feel like I've read stories and seen things of, like, the reverse where, like, the teacher, the adult, whatever, was like not doing anything wrong, just doing their job, just teaching, just whatever. And then young women or men or whatever the situation were like coming on to them, and they were getting in trouble for it. Like, rough out here. I would hate to ever be in that position. Actually, I wouldn't ever really be in like any trouble for this. Like, I don't think I'm ever anyone that some young student's gonna look to like that. But in college, I became a teaching assistant like my sophomore year and beyond. And so I had students that were like close to my age, just a little bit younger than me. And then all the way up to my grad school year, like I became a teaching associate. So I was literally teaching classes. And so had students that were, 4 years younger than me and stuff. Like I said, I don't think I was really in the position where people were going to be weird like that, but actually, I say all this. Okay, hold on. Let me let them keep talking.
I've had to go through so many moments like that.
We're getting sad Farina hours while I tell not as sad stories, maybe.
It got harder
but
and harder to bear.
When I was a freshman in the program, I ended up becoming a teaching assistant
I
for.
realized I had nothing left except the
I had a TA.
I became terrified of completely failing my task and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my phone.
Dang, Farina's got it sad.
Fortunately, we
I had
were
a
able
TA.
to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of
my first semester of it.
Everyone rose
And
to their
I had this big
responsibilities,
old crush on him.
and I finally regained my freedom.
And then the second
But
semester, he wasn't my
on
TA
some
anymore. He
level,
was, TAing
freedom
some other
also
class.
means
The
no
program
longer
was like a
being
year-long program, but of course, the semester
had
you
no
switch
further use to
classes and
people.
stuff.
Paimon would have never imagined
And
you'd see it that way.
I became like a TA for that program and found out there was a TA that was dating a student, and it was him. I was like, ooh, my camera's lagging today again. LOL. But ooh, yeah. He dated another student for a while. And I guess like this is not a creepy age problem or like a young adult or like a underage teen with an adult situation, but it's just that like power dynamic thing that makes it kind of weird. Creepy health teacher in high school who coached girls sports actually saw him do something awful to a female student. He's removed from his coaching position shortly after that. Good. Oh my gosh. That's literally the first part of Persona 5. Teacher just like that. Gym teacher. Yikes. That would freak me out. That would freak me out a lot. Oh, and okay, Mean Girls. I don't know if the new Mean Girls is out, but the original Mean Girls, there was that coach that was like banging students. Degree was teaching, actually? Oh, no. My degree was in engineering, but I worked with the freshman engineering honors program, like the program I went through, and then I became a TA for. When I became a grad student and became a teaching associate, I taught the labs for the class. But yeah, they actually, when you became a teaching associate, you actually had to take one of their engineering, what's it called? Engineering education courses. I remember taking it with all my coworkers. Not really creepy age problems so much as a bit, yeah. I mean, it's the unprofessional kind of power dynamic thing. I don't know if she was actually his student. I have to assume that she was actually his student. the second semester. So when I was no longer in his class, because she wasn't in my class the first semester. Yeah. But since I became a TA, I remember TAs like gossiping about it. He's married now to not that student. Married now to I don't know who. I don't know her, but yep, that was fun.
Reward? I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Humble Farina is sad, but honestly way more likable. Oh yes,
I
agree.
don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here.
I just feel
You could at
sad
least
for
try
her.
to do the same. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own
I'm
life
still not a
again.
fan of the character she
And
decided
even
to
though I have no idea
run
where I'm
with
going right now,
as the Hydra Archon.
least the choice
Like we
is in
saw
my
like why she
hands.
chose it. It's just
all right. It's about time to head back.
I don't know. We've seen
Although,
other
should I finish
Archons
the
and how
ending
they
by now?
actually behave.
Sure. Okay, let's head
So
back and
I
check
don't
it
know.
out.
It totally makes sense for the story. I can't necessarily think of like what other character she could have for her story taken. So it makes sense. I still am just not a fan of that kind of character. But to be fair, I've never been a big fan of like haughty characters, I guess.
On fried foods, not wolfing down
I say that, but I really loved Fishel when the game
you know?
first came out.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
Dang.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
We get a lot of characters that just argue together.
Differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead.
Like
Paulo's
Zhongli
nearly
because
done.
he's drama free and
We
chill
shouldn't
as
have to
heck.
wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right?
I think my favorite Archon right now,
Who turns into a human girl. What about
Navia.
you?
Why did I say
I'm
Navia?
an Oceanid too.
I was thinking of
He
Nahida.
was originally
and
supposed to take the
Navia-
form of a crane, but he
Help
outgrew
me.
that
It is
role.
almost
Well,
11
the
o'clock at
costume
night.
least. So now he's playing
Nahida. I was thinking of Navia because I was thinking of Navia
The boar's not a bad character, actually.
in
He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
Fontaine. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Anyway,
He has some pretty
Nahida,
memorable
I think is my
lines, too.
favorite.
Like when he imparts some
Archon.
solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering
Zhongli
and loneliness.
Is good. I like
Is this
Zhongli.
truly what you
I
want?
think he's a little bit
Wait, that sounds kind of
more
familiar.
passive than I would like,
It's the most important
I
line
guess,
in the
if that
whole
makes
script.
sense.
I think it's
Like-
a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy.
It feels like he
She kept
could
quiet about all the trials and tribulations
do
she faced in running our
more
troupe,
for his
allowing
people.
us to devote ourselves fully to
Uh,
performing. It was only after she was gone
I don't know.
that we realized how
But-
tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troop is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various
Oh,
medicines.
favorite's a toss-up between Ahida
Whenever I
and
had a bad
Zhongli.
flare-up, I'd
Super
be
passive,
lying in an
literally give up
alleyway
his
for
job of
days
being
at
an
a
Archon.
time.
Yeah, I mean,
It was like
yeah.
that until the director found
Seems
me
like a
one
chill
day.
dude who ain't got beef
She
with
told me I
anyone.
had a great voice.
Him
He
is
asked if I was
Venti.
interested in studying singing from her.
I don't know if
I
it's
said
beef,
yes.
but
She
they
took
are
me under her
definitely
wing, taught me to both sing and act,
an
helped me
interesting
find more
pair.
for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troop and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point.
Aw.
Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Wouldn't call that a beef so much as oil and water. No, that's a pretty good.
The next
That's a
person
pretty
you
good way
ran
to
into
describe
was
it.
the director.
I still
Yeah.
think about, was it
For the
Last
first
Lantern,
time in my
right?
life,
When we saw the
was somewhere
cutscene
I
with
felt
them
safe.
together,
and I
and
promised myself
Xiao
I'd stay
and like
here
Hu
until the day
Tao
the
all
group
eating
parted ways.
together.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Farina.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it, and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a
Dinner
consciousness
during
of
Lantern
its
Right,
own.
where Zhongli met Venti for the first time.
Consciousness?
For the first
mean-
time.
The water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She
That
then
was
tells
just a
her lover
really
about her
funny
true
dinner.
identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
Gosh.
Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
Aww.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
I wonder if
Well,
what
she mainly
this
wanted to
year's
save her
Lantern
lover,
Right story
plus
is gonna
everyone
be.
who'd stood up for her.
Through
They already
her
revealed the
love for her
characters to
human
us.
partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity.
Or, well, like the
Surely
new
the
characters, I
biggest
guess we don't
strength of
know
Cleo's
what's gonna
character.
be on the
There's
banner
actually something else that bothers
alongside
me.
them, but
You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're
Sunken.
serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone
this
took
is
it
a
over
little
than me.
spicy.
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other.
Oop.
We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come. Paulo. So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli.
Dun dun
I
dun.
won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Oh, look, see. Alright, I'm guessing we're almost done. Because I'm guessing we go talk to this guy. We resolve everything and we go do the play. The musical. I guess I could be wrong. I was going to get off at 11, but may I wrap this up. so that I can roll into the event.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to
keep up.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. Wait, why are you?
We're just curious, that's all.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power.
Precisely. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch.
Aww, too bad.
Sorry to leave all the heavy.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Dang, Farina really didn't join us.
Whirling snow! Unthinkable! Access denied. No touching.
Silence!
Rest and rebuild.
The tides beckon.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to fight cryo and hydro things for my cryo hydro team that I have equipped right now.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Take flight.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Don't worry, I'm switching to a different team.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. He lives out in a tent.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamant, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
Dun dun dun.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamant. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame, but now I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but so, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. The drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes, and I told the director everything right away. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to... I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said... But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed.
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor!
Dang.
You knew Aurelie was in danger. What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have
Yikes.
saved her.
This got
How
spicy.
could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe. I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up, end my life, so I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost.
That's enough!
Dang.
You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Can you
Dang.
stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all you, but in her own life,
Yikes.
her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters, to shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her, and that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but...
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself. She's the true star of the show.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that Aurelie left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Oh, oh, oh. What did it just say? What is blocking me? I was like, we're about to finish, and then, psych. Look what I've done to myself, y'all. Alright, let's see if I can knock this out real quick. Look what I've done to myself. I may have to save this for tomorrow. Oops. Which I also said I would do TCG tomorrow, so you know, we are where we are. Gothita. I'm gonna see if this is quick and short to catch up on. Otherwise, it's gonna be a tomorrow thing. Dang. Do I have to finish this entire quest before? I keep pushing the wrong thing. How is this blocking? How is this blocking the next part of the quest? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I like that they changed that little symbol. Or like, oh, do the quest in here. Okay, that was fast. I was gonna say, I thought I was at the end of this quest, so. Oh, wait. Hopefully. Oh, psych. This is still blocked. LOL. Doing great. I feel like this quest is gonna explode again because it keeps exploding every time we're like, we're there, we're there. Yikes. This quest might blow up, and I need to go to bed soon. This is horrible. This whole quest line is so stupid. This is totally filler. No, for real. This quest is so stupid. I can't wait to be free from this nightmare. Me, for real, during this quest. This quest has gone on backlog break for me like a million times because I hate it. It's so stupid. Lily watched YouTube and button mash through this. Bruh. This is really just pointing out the horribleness of bureaucracy and stuff. The Mason Cardinalis. Oh yeah. I'm crying. A few minutes in, immediately knew it was filler. It's so bad. It's literally talking about like the horribleness of like bureaucracy and stuff, which, you know, it is horrible, but literally this is horrible. This nightmare, when will it end? Me, for real, right now. What really is the meaning behind my work? Filler. Bruh. This man literally passed out from work exhaustion. my god. This quest terrible. My god. Oh my gosh. Is there a follow-up quest? Oh no, this is saying I can continue this. Alright, let's see how close to the end. Yeah, it's over. No, for real, that quest was horrible.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Hey! It's full of script lines!
Let me take a look. Maybe they're... Aha! Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Vache took so many lives.
Vache.
It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourself.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is kind of long for what I thought was about to be a short thing of notes. Someone else is taken, that makes 6. Perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. He hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned. Nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than Creasy. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes as long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I've given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this troop, safe, I, them, important, please, farewell, apologize, like, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Arlie.
She was so terrified.
I mean, me too.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I'm an older sister to them, I love them.
If you become human...
Oh,
Isn't that the most important line in the little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. I'm sure this is what the troop would have. She had their utmost trust. Let's go.
I think I'm almost done with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. And then the event will have to wait till tomorrow or Sunday because I'm tired. A dwebble. A little dwebble. A dwebble pebble. Some weep bitterly. Oh no.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus.
Oh,
I have a
could always
feeling that
marathon the
this will
event
turn out
after
to
a week.
be the
It's
most
time gated to all heck and
mesmerizing
oh, is
performance
it?
of your lives.
Got it.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Most events are. But I always get worried that I'm going to miss that one event that
Don't
requires us to do
underestimate my
something every day.
experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most
Why'd they look at each
mesmerizing
other like
things
that?
in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
The reason even
Actually,
started is because it
before
let
that,
me get some
I'd
books
like
and
to make a
weapon mats for
proposal.
Navi. That's fair.
During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to
I
fine
can't
tune
laugh
your
like
musical
Farina.
while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an
Opera
extraordinary
epiclese.
show, we need an
Whoa, wait.
No. That's never going to work. It's far.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette.
I am so sleepy. Nervalette better give us that permission ASAP. Back? Welcome back, Daylon. Why the cry face? Okay, Nervalette's gonna meet Nervalette.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just.
Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farid.
Because you cheated?
And you too,
What do you
traveler in
mean?
Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yes. This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
Ooh.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life, now that you've regained some confidence.
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many the experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminent. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again, nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I must admit, though, I'm a little envious.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
I'm literally gonna pass out. I'm so sleepy. Oh, we got that Nervalette, cross Nervalette right here. Not the nerveception. Double noob.
Good news, everyone.
Good
It's
news,
done.
everyone.
The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity. But we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation?
Yeah, crazy. Love how Farina's on her
Communication is vital
personality
to
sort
any
of
good
pokes through.
performance.
Because she's so excited about the performance.
Look at us. We've come so far.
We've come so
I never could
far.
have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
So she's sort of caught between who she was and who she wants to be. Aww. Aww. Traveler in the background.
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Who is joining me in the middle of this quest?
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why does it have to be now?
Dun dun dun.
What's going on?
Is Brina
You're
going
due
on
stage any
stage?
second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss
Farina,
I'd
Farina.
like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry.
It was
to put you
all
in
a
this
ploy
position
all
after
along.
everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure. She never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Dun, dun,
Well
dun.
said.
Impidimp.
I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Dun, dun, dun. He's on the stage.
Is she here yet? Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère?
Wow, this acting is top notch.
Fais danser nos vies et la cité est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
Wow. This acting is top notch. I don't know how they did all this.
Become human. You can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis, serai toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté, et ça ne changera jamais.
Stop, it's giving the end of a sad anime. See, who bestowed the vision, though? That's what I want to know. Who bestowed the vision? Oh, this isn't the play. What am I saying? I'm like, IRL. There's no one to do that anymore. Why is Traveler up there?
Who was that lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know, maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event
Dun, dun,
coordinator,
dun.
Miss Farina.
They said it,
Hey,
but
that's
everyone
not what
clapped.
we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal.
Oh yeah, what was Traveler doing on that stage? Everyone, hello.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
She helped.
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one
Dun
popped in
dun
the video.
dun.
Oh, that.
Oh, okay.
I've got no idea
Farina got
what
her
happened there
vision.
either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it?
Who bestowed it
The
upon
audience has
her?
never
Wait,
seen such
hello?
a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Who
Let's go
bestowed
check
the
on it as
vision
soon as we
upon
finish
her?
clearing the stage.
Yes.
I always thought it was the
Plus, she'll
Archons
definitely
giving
want to hear how
the
the end of the
visions.
show went.
So who gave her
If
the
nothing
vision?
else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Also, I didn't pay enough attention. Did she not have a vision on throughout this? I know she talked about it, but it's child. Stop. Ain't no way. Do we still have childs, or do we eventually gave that back, right? Oh, I should use this. Which one's the quest thing? We did give it back. I literally just had a thought in my brain when I was in my bag, and now I can't remember. I swear we gave it to Child, didn't we? Before he did all the whale stuff? No? My memory is Garbo. Dog water. Oh, right. My one wish. Alright, debate club. Here we go. Oh, just kidding. Where am I going? I would have had a long way to run if I ran here. Still have a level 80 debate club lying around. It's very good. Debate club is very good. You whack people over the head with it. Truly a debate club. They're like, what do you mean Kazua's best boy? And then you hit him with the debate club. You know?
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success?
You'll be glad to know
It was terrible.
fantastic. Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
Aww.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Dun dun dun.
Any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanit to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all. Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on,
Hi,
I want to
Ixer.
spend my time
Hydrate.
learning
It's
real
going.
stories
I'm almost
about
done with
real
Farina's
people
story quest.
and how they
And then I'm
touch
going to bed.
lives
I'm
of
so
others around
tired.
them. I want to watch
How are
them
you,
blossom
Ixer?
and wither.
Thank you for the
See
water.
them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated
No vet this
director
time.
O'Reilly as
No,
well.
I needed to finish this.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling.
But
The more
it's
you get
fine
out into
since
the
it's one of
world,
those
the more you'll discover what a fascinating
events
place
that
it is.
you have to wait for everything to unlock anyway. It's fine.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Have exactly 0 primo gems. No, were you willing for Navia or her weapon? Hold on, I got this, y'all. Who else is in the banner right now? Just converted exactly 1600 into 10 fates. I thought I had to team it though. There it is. Arena on it. A Whimsicott. 130 fates now. Only need 70 more. You're saving up to 200. We got this. Talking to Frina with Frino, you know. One Frina is already too much.
It's
I said
ironic
no.
to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing,
Who are the gods? Who gave her her vision? I have so many questions. Who? Oh, that reminds me. We probably can look at this now. Hydrovision. Nervalet gave her a vision this time. Oh, does he have the power to give visions? Now. Alright, now we got more dialogue because we were missing some of these before.
Of course I know Linny and Lynette. I used to frequently attend their magic shows. Though they're very popular, they're still much less popular than me. Only my performances would draw a completely sold-out crowd. Even standing tickets would be out. But now, I've already decided to hang up my acting career. So it's perfectly normal for my popularity to decline. I'm very grateful to Nervilette for all the hard work he's done for Fontaine in the past few centuries. It seems he doesn't intend to investigate my crimes of deceiving the people.
Only because he recovered all his authority as the Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
And
That's fair.
It's been a long time since I've been to the Palais Mermonia. I imagine that this is good for both of us, right? I've often seen Charlotte busily running back and forth lately. She still seems to be hoping to arrange an exclusive interview with me. No matter how many times I refuse, she still hasn't given up.
Only be able to do that
To be
once.
honest,
Really?
Her persistence made me angry at first. But then she told me with a resolute look in her eyes that she wanted to let people understand the real Farina, and that she believed people would understand my troubles. I don't know how to respond to her kind intentions. I suppose she might be right, but I'm just not ready yet. As I remember, Clorand isn't very talkative, but she has stood by me and protected me on several occasions, so I trust her very much. I do miss her ever so slightly, but I don't have any real reason to see her now. Oh, right! I should invite her to my next tea
Lauren,
party.
are you ready for her? Barney? Are those all the voice lines I feel like I'm actually missing more voice lines than that. Oh, when I hit Friendship 4, I'll get hers. Almost there. Am I? Oh, there are a few that I've unlocked now.
Linny is our team leader.
for other
and acts like
characters.
everyone's older brother. But I can tell that he puts on a brave face sometimes. I tried to talk to him about it once. Told him that he doesn't need to wear a mask all the time. But he denied it. And we ended up having an argument.
Definitely pulling her.
Since then,
Hope her and Navia work well
never
together.
brought it up with him again.
Navia could pretty much work with anyone, to be fair. Yeah, she's pretty flexible.
Okay, fine. I've seen what the Hydra Archon's like when she's sitting in the audience. In my view, she's a very charismatic speaker. But it's her silence.
Although if you want to run Navia as a
her eyes,
main DPS, you probably don't really want to run her with another main DPS so much.
hiding a deep secret. Afraid of
So if
anyone
Florin's
ever
like a
getting
main
close to
DPS, I guess they could be competing.
Sorry, I let my imagination get the better of me. I owe Clorinde my life, but she says she doesn't want anything from me in return.
All right, I'm not actually gonna go and
It's
look
not
through
a
everyone's
nice feeling.
stuff, but
Having put someone out so much, and
Florin's
only being able to
gotta
offer
be
empty
a main
thank yous in
DPS.
return.
Okay, maybe not. She's gotta be at least a DPS, and it feels appropriate that she'd be a main DPS, but I guess that might not be the case. All right. I am so tired. I'm going to fall asleep on stream. So let's not do that. Let me put Navia over here. Scene where her and Navia were fighting the mechs during the Archon quest leads me to think she's DPS material, but who knows? No, yeah. That and the fact that she's a champion, right? A duelist champion. That cutscene was pretty freaking cool. Champion. Champion duelist.
Feeling lucky? Haha! This one's got your name on it! Hiya! This one's got your name on it!
Excuse me. I forgot to go get iron. I need iron. Xenix! Hi, Xenix. How are you? I'm about to go to bed. I'm so tired. Oh, it's midnight. I didn't even realize. Hi, everyone. Sorry. I'm here still. I came to check
This
my
realm is
little
truly
crafty
beginning to
crafts
thrive.
here. And then I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Finally relaxing after a crazy long day, just doing stuff. What'd you do today? Oh my gosh. That's what I feel like, except I was like speeding through stuff in Genshin. So was it really relaxing? Debatable. Oh, I have now crafted everything besides the things I need more iron for, which I do need to go get more iron. Now I need to like start picking and choosing what I need for the sets.
If you ever have
Hold on. Let's see what outdoor sets there are. What I need for them from Fontaine. Oh, a bunch of stuff that I probably can't make. Okay, I need a lot of these. Let me see if I can make these. Court of Justice's barrier. On a game with a friend for a bit. One of those friends can be kind of draining. Aw. Sorry, I'm glad you got to play with your friends though. Wrapping gifts mostly? Oh, I need to do that still. Oh, I'm probably gonna try to do that tomorrow.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Getting a few last minute things. Oh gosh, you were out shopping. Woo! Did I do any shopping today? Did I level up her friendship? What am I doing? I'm trying to craft stuff. Did I? Where was I today? No, I didn't do shopping. I had to think about it. That's where I was today. Just like brain not thinking clear straight. Okay. I forgot there's a search function now. Woo. I don't remember what it was called. It needs iron. Like, I'm just gonna make something random that doesn't need iron and hope that it's needed for something. Like maybe a bunch of these. Feel that.
If you ever...
Wait, did I hit friendship 4 with her? I'm friendship 4. I get the hot gossip dialogue options, but I'm gonna wait because I'm very tired. I'm gonna wait to read those.
I can walk you through it step by step. You'd be my first student, but I feel like I'd be a great teacher. I still remember
I put these
everything
so
that my
close
father
together you
and
can't even
Nanny
sit in the
Bakari ever
chair.
taught me.
Or wait, maybe the chair's not able to be sat in. Okay, anyway. Oh, and I need to put the fishies in. I forgot since I made this. I didn't put the fish in. I'll do that. All the blue fish. Okay. I'm so tired. Okay. Okay. Let's see who's on. Get some sleep. I know I need to. Let's see who's online. Thanks for strip. Thank you for being here. I got Jake from State Farm on Twitch. Let's see. Right, Jake. Let's see. Ling's on. We can probably raid Ling. It's been a while since we've raided him. Let's do that. Okay. So what's next? I will try to stream tomorrow. I have dinner with my family tomorrow, but maybe after that we'll see. We'll see. I have to wrap my gifts during the day because I haven't done that yet. So yeah, probably after dinner with them, but we'll see when we eat. And then Sunday, of course, I'll be here. And then Monday is Christmas. I don't know if that means I'll stream or not. We'll see. I have stuff with my family during the day, but my evening might be free. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to get through all this Genshin stuff, so we'll see what happens. But yeah. Maybe I'll be here tomorrow. We'll see. All right, y'all. Good night, good night, good night. I will see you all soon. Soon. Oh, hold on. There's a Pokemon. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball and then we're gonna jet out of here. I don't know. I don't think we have to be in chat to get it. So anyway. Okay. Anyway. Good night, good night, good night. Bye everyone. Thanks for stopping by.